Welcome back to my channel and a look at the stupidest HOA rules ever. I'm your host. And today we are looking at a collection of some of the most ridiculous rules that homeowners associations have tried to impose on their unsuspecting buyers. These rules come from all over the United States, and they were submitted by viewers just like you. So let's go ahead and get started. Rule No. 1. The Woodlands, Texas. A homeowner was fined because his truck was parked in his driveway with a camper cover on it, and it violated the rules of the neighborhood because it didn't match the paint scheme of the house. To add insult to injury, when he removed the cover, they then cited him for having a dented truck. Rule No. 2. From another viewer in the Woodlands, apparently there are rules about basketball hoops. You can only have one basketball hoop per court, and it must be installed during daylight hours. And if you want to install a volleyball net, well, you can't do that at all. Rule No. 3. One of our viewers lives in a community that has a swimming pool and a spa. And every day at 8 p.m. the spa is drained down to an unusable level because apparently some teenagers had drowned in the spa at some point in time. So now no one can use it because they're afraid that's going to happen again. Rule No. 4. Another viewer lives in her neighborhood in Florida, and she says that the board has deemed that if you have a hurricane shutter that is painted the same color as your home, that is considered a violation because it doesn't blend in with the other white shutters that all the other neighbors have. Rule No. 5. Another Florida viewer said that her HOA actually cited her for having too many Christmas lights. I guess that happens a lot in Florida. They don't like the Christmas spirit. Rule No. 6. From a viewer in Las Vegas, Nevada. He says that he was cited because his American flag was flying from his truck in his driveway that was not facing the correct direction. Apparently, it should have been oriented so that the stars were at the top and the stripes were flowing down the street. Rule No. 7. From a viewer in California. He says his HOA made him remove a shed that he had built in his backyard. It was 10 feet by 10 feet, and it was used to store things like patio furniture and other things that he didn't necessarily want in his garage. And the HOA said it had to be removed because it was too close to the property line. But the thing was, it wasn't even on the property line. It was actually set back further than the garage. Rule No. 8. From a viewer in New Jersey, the HOA made a rule that any vehicle parked in a driveway had to be parked behind a white line that was painted on the driveway. So he says that his neighbor got home late one night, parked his car in his driveway, but he didn't pull it all the way back behind the white line and he got a warning. And then the next time he got home, he parked in his driveway, but he parked on the other side of the driveway so that it would be behind the white line. And he got a warning for that too. So he went and talked to the HOA and asked what he was supposed to do, and they told him to get rid of his car. Rule No. 9. Our next story comes from Maryland, and this viewer says that his HOA made a new rule, that if you park your car in your driveway overnight, you had to have it tucked in between two lines that were painted on the driveway, and he says that's fine for a sports car. But how are you supposed to park a dually pickup truck in between two lines? Rule number 10. We go to Louisiana for this next story, and this viewer says that his HOA made him take down his Confederate flag that was flying from his truck in his driveway. Well, that about wraps up our list of the stupidest HOA rules ever. Did you know that there are thousands more where those came from? Go ahead and check out Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, Part 5, Part 6, Part 7, Part 8, and Part 9. And if you've ever had a stupid HOA rule that you had to abide by, or you currently have one that you have to abide by, leave me a comment below and tell me all about it. And you might see your story over here just like some of our viewers did today. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe.